we don't be. Right, this is a quick look at Good Friday TV again. And there is some Good Friday TV. Let's have a look at the UK and European channels on Good Friday 2019. There's been threads on Digital Spy forums about how there's hardly anything on the bank holiday TV anymore, so we'll start with the home country. For some reason, if it's set to that Dolby option, nothing comes through the capture device. So if it's set to that, the picture goes blank. Well, there was an Easter programme just before this, Britain's Easter Story, and then something else. But generally speaking, the main channels don't make much of an effort. There you go, look at that Animal Park Easter special, but that's not just on Good Friday. Britain's Easter Story is, though. But look at this, it's a typical Friday. Other than that, that's all daytime stuff, just the same. The only difference is I don't think... Well, actually, I think this would be on the same as well. Still open all hours. I think even that would be on at 7:30 normally. The only difference over the whole Easter weekend, on BBC One at least, is this Wallace and Gromit showing. Because that's kind of a quick go-to choice for an Easter schedule, isn't it, to do that. But as you can see, look at that. No film on Easter Monday afternoon. It's just more or less the same. Not even got the Easter Story or something in the morning. BBC Two is a little bit better. Let's have a look at... Oh, picture's going to go blank when we go here. This is a little bit better. Yeah, I've got to make sure it's set on MPEG just to keep the picture coming through, although I'm probably going to get a copyright strike, even though you're doing a video which is like a commentary sort of video. Should really frame it. Yeah, this is on as a choice for the Easter weekend, and then after that it's, well, there are a few things that are to do with Good Friday. Well, the robe there, that wouldn't be on normally. Then there's a few normal choices, so that's a little bit better. And then, of course, you've got no news night on a bank holiday, so they can put something different on. Interesting there, it just says Fallen, but on BBC Two Wales HD, we now have a bit more detail. Film Fallen 2016, but on BBC Two HD listings, oh, well, that is just Fallen. But there you go, that is a bank holiday choice. ITV, though, which I'll just select, so I've got all the regions programmed here. So I've got STV and UTV, easily selectable, just as you can get all the English ITV regions for the news. Well, on those, STV, UTV and ITV Granada HD, it is just the same. It's just Friday. There is no Good Friday choice. There's not even a reduced regional news and news length. They're on for the same half-hour blocks, even on Easter Monday. But there is one choice, and that is this film premiere here, Doctor Strange. It's a Marvel film, and that's a different choice. That is a Good Friday choice, basically. So that's the only one at 8:30 after the hour showing of Coronation Street, which, if you follow Corrie, you do know that that's the same length anyway, because they've just condensed the usual 2 half-hour blocks into one there. Channel 4 is no different whatsoever. Sadly, on this box, I haven't figured out how to get the Channel 4 HD listings working again after they left FreeSat, which means they don't seem to provide the listings. So it just shows you more or less now and next on it, and that's it on Channel 4 HD. So I could use Channel 4 plus 1, or I could use Channel 4 North. Yeah, because there are advertising variations. That's about the only difference with the regions of Channel 4. They do exist, but pointless to viewers, really, mostly. Right, the Parent Trap's on, so I think that's a holiday choice, really. But other than that, it is a Friday, typical. Channel 5's a little bit better, because although they have some of the normal programmes on, you can see a Friends double bill. That'd normally be at 4 o'clock. Well, they've got this film here. They've got a showing of Mr. Bean's Holiday. That's quite a good bank holiday choice. So Channel 5 are doing something. And then there'd normally be news here, but they're repeating that documentary about royal family scandals. So that's kind of a bit of a nod to the bank holiday. Maybe Victoria Wood is a bit more of a special choice as well for the evening there. Sort of programme about her. If you look through ITV2 and 3, compared to the main channels though, ITV just sticking to its normal daytime, there are some bank holiday choices here. There are films on all day on ITV2, well, a lot of the day anyway. The morning there, Peter Pan, later on, that's the normal daytime stuff from ITV2, putting the Jeremy Kyle show on and that. But this Hop film wouldn't be on normally, and Liar Liar wouldn't be on. So yeah, that is a bank holiday lineup there. ITV3, well, I watch the classic Corrie every day, or record it at least to watch it later. And today you can't do that because they are having a bank holiday schedule dedicated to the Carry On films, which is very typical for ITV3 to do that. If it was just a normal Friday, possibly the Rocky film, but you know, you can't tell that much. Channel 4's channels are just about the same as they normally are, really. Maybe the films are a bit better on Film 4, if you like. E4 doesn't change anything because they've got Big Bang Theory on all day, which is, I think it's typical anyway. More 4 sometimes put specials on, don't they? But they don't seem to have done that. E.g. the world's greatest sitcoms or something like that. You know, sort of list shows. There's nothing today on that. What's that, Liverpool? I don't know why I thought it was Liverpool. Film 4. Yeah. Simpsons movie, I mean, you could call it a bank holiday choice, because if they just have an old wartime film on normally in the day on Film 4, then there's something a bit more there. What we can do though is just go over to German telly. I'll just stay on this a minute to see if it's still recording, because and it is. Now the Germans don't follow bank holidays. They have different holidays obviously than the UK, but obviously Easter is fairly universal to so-called Christian countries. Therefore they have their Easter schedule on. Yeah, it's all films and things. As I notice on Das Erste, which is Germany's equivalent of BBC One, really, you usually have a daytime soap called Rote Rosen. That's not on. So there's films everywhere. ZDF, that means second channel as well. Second, Zweite Deutsche Fernsehen, second Deutsche channel. Hansel and Gretel is a choice there. That means the Ten Commandments. So that's on. Die Zehn Gebote. Obviously that's very Easter related. Traumschiff, Die Altar. Yeah, I think a lot of these are holiday choices. Die Bible, that speaks for itself. We had something depicting Jesus Christ on the cross before as well, so they really are showing things to do with the Easter theme as well as just the holiday programming. But what's good is that the German channels do seem to make an effort to it. RTL's a big channel in Europe. Yeah, they seem to have films on more as well there on that one. There you go. That speaks for itself, doesn't it? The Chronicles of Narnia. Which one is it? It's the Voyage of the Dawn Treader film, I think. Abenteuer, Adventure, USA 2010. So films all day there. Harry Potter, which you'd know without knowing German, wouldn't you, from that? ProSieben, they have a lot of American films on all the time and series. They're obviously not bothered about showing Sex and the City films during the day. Might be a bit adult for the UK, they'd show it later. But they show that during the day. That's the Baywatch film. We're going to show dubbed into German. So they have, all through Easter, they have films and specials on. Alice in Wonderland. The Hunger Games, The Tribute von Panem. Yeah, so there you go, some quite recent Hollywood films that they do seem to show on ProSieben. I've noticed also that on German telly you can watch The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones free to air, and it's obviously dubbed, so they don't even have to have that on a pay channel. Well, they probably do, but they also have a free to air showing that we don't get for those shows, which is usually on this one, RTL 2. So without understanding the language, yeah, they will have quite a lot on. Can flip over to Italy to have a look at their main channel, which should come in. You can move the dish to 13 East, where you can still watch the main Rai channel from Italy in the clear. Mostly, you can anyway. Might not move there very fast these days, so we'll have to see how long it takes getting on. But if there's a place to celebrate Italian channel now, there's going to be a film later on that one. Sometimes these are encrypted, just if they're showing sport or something, but really amazingly, an EPG is starting to come through on this one. I'm not sure where it gets the data from for this all, but you can see it's starting to populate all these programs it didn't before when we hadn't flicked over to this satellite.